Hey guys, I'm Charles.
And I'm Breaka.
And welcome to Shop and Cook. Alright guys, so today we're going to be cooking some spicy Cajun style tofu.
And I'll be cooking some brown rice vegetable noodles.
Alright, so guys, as you guys know, we like to go shopping with you guys. So what I mean by that is the best way to experience Shop and Cook is for you to download this video so when you get to the store, you can be shopping with us at the exact same time. So you can go down the ingredient list step by step as the video goes. So make sure you download the video or you have good connection when you do get to your store. All right guys, let's go shopping!
Come follow me as I shop for each ingredient one by one. So my first ingredient will be carrot. Most likely I'll end up using 2. And next I'm shopping for green onions and I'm gonna get a few bunches of green onions. And again, most likely I'll be using only 1 bunch. I'm getting 1 bell pepper. And I'm gonna be getting some fresh garlic and ginger. And the next ingredient I'll be shopping for is the tofu. And here's all our fresh spices that we will be shopping for today. And that's garlic powder, white onion powder, paprika, cayenne pepper, oregano, and fresh thyme. And the last one I'm shopping for is the ramen organic brown rice noodles. The shopping is completed. Let's go home and cook.
All right guys, we're back from shopping. The first thing we like to prepare is our tofu. But before we can prepare the tofu, we're gonna leave that. Before we can prepare the tofu, we actually have to prepare our spice blend. So let me show you guys how to do that.
Okay, and just to make things clear, it's tofu, like kung fu, not tofu.
Not tofu. So we got that cleared out the way. So let's get the spices ready, yeah?
Yeah.
All right guys, so the first spice on our spice blend is gonna be the paprika. So we're gonna be using 2.5 tablespoons of this. And this spice blend can actually last you about 3 uses. So don't throw away any of the spices once you get done with it. The next ingredient is gonna be 2 tablespoons of salt. After you add your salt, you're gonna be grabbing your garlic powder. And you're gonna also use 2 tablespoons of garlic powder inside of this. And then the next ingredient is going to be the onion powder. You're going to use 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And then you're going to use 1 tablespoon of your thyme. And then you're going to use 1 tablespoon of your oregano. And then we're going to be using 1 tablespoon of cayenne, but I'm showing you a half a tablespoon for those that are sensitive to spice, which we definitely aren't. So we're gonna add the 1 tablespoon of cayenne inside of this, and then you're just gonna mix it all thoroughly, and this is gonna be your spice blend. And cutting tofu is very easy. You're just gonna cut just like this, straight on the long side, however many pieces you want. We usually do about 6 to 7 down the long side of the tofu, and then we're just gonna do 1 cut down the middle. And then you're gonna have nice sized pieces for everyone to enjoy. And once you're done, just place the tofu into the bowl so it can get ready to get marinated with this great spice blend. Okay, so with the spice blend, we're gonna be adding a tablespoon at a time, and we're just gonna make sure we coat the front and the back of each tofu. So make sure you coat every single side of them and be very gentle with the tofu. I got a firm version of the tofu, so they're always still very easy to break apart. So make sure you're very gentle, just patting it on there, making sure you soak every piece of tofu with the spice blend. And you'll see that we have quite a bit of spice left, and you'll just put that to the side to use for another day. But we typically, tofu is amazing, an amazing protein source, full of vitamins, gonna give you that nice energy, that nice recovery for your workouts. We typically don't eat it every day, but we like to include tofu in our weekly diet. We do it about twice a week. But this is an amazing blend that you guys are gonna absolutely love. After you get done spicing it up, just place the bowl in the refrigerator while you make the rest of the food, just so all the marinated spices can get soaked into the tofu.
Alright, getting ready to make our brown rice vegetable noodles. And what I'm doing here is cleaning the carrots really good before I rinse them. And now I'm about to rinse all the vegetables, the carrots and a bunch of green onion and a bell pepper. Take your time and rinse them really well. And over here I'm chopping the green onions into tiny little pieces. Green onions are packed with many nutrients, and one of which is vitamin K, which helps with blood clotting and helps maintain healthy bones. Of course, green onions have a lot of health benefits that you can read about. Next is the bell pepper. Make sure to clean the inside part very well before you slice them into tiny thin slices. And with the carrots, you can choose which part of the scraper you want to use. You can decide whatever you want, and I think I'm going to be choosing the bigger side of the scraper because I like a little bit of bigger pieces. And I will be using only about 2 carrots since these carrots are pretty big, and this is what you get. And now I'm cleaning the ginger and garlic. So I'm going to use about a tiny piece of ginger and 2 buds of garlic. And I'm crushing the garlic with the garlic crusher. You can use a garlic crusher or you can just use the scraper. And I will be using the scraper for my ginger since ginger is so hard to crush. Use the tiny part of the grater to grate the ginger. And when that's ready, get ready with our pot of water. Let it boil so we can drop our brown rice ramen noodles in there. I love these noodles. They are organic and they're way better than other non-organic noodles, and it's brown rice. It cannot go wrong. It's very healthy for you.
Okay, so now it's time to cook this tofu up. Let's put your pan on the stovetop. You're gonna put it on medium low. You're gonna make sure you add your oil of your choice. Spread that oil all around. And when you're adding your tofu, just make sure you're very gentle with it because it will break apart. And the easy thing about the tofu is all you gotta do is cook it on 5 minutes each side. So obviously wait till your pan heats up, then add your tofu, set the timer for 5 minutes. Once that's done, flip it over, 5 minutes again, and it's good to go. It will be amazing. So I can't wait for you guys to try this. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about your tofu and what you think about that spice blend.
And that looks amazing. Now moving on to the noodles. This noodles cooks pretty fast because it's rice noodles. Once it starts cooking, make sure to separate the noodles right away by stirring. You don't want them sticking together. Rice noodles are easier to stick together, so make sure to separate them. Alright, get a pot and start adding some oil. And once the oil is heated up, add garlic and ginger and cook the garlic and ginger until that nice smell and the flavor comes out. Once the garlic and ginger is ready, add all the carrots to it and start stirring so they separate well, and start stirring for about a minute actually. And then cover it with a lid and leave it for about another minute to cook. And now as you can see, the carrot is ready and you can start adding the bell peppers and start mixing the bell pepper and the carrot really well, and make sure that the bell pepper cooks for about a minute. Cover with the lid, of course. And now that it's ready, start adding your green onions to this mixture and mix it really well so the green onion gets cooked well, and cover it with a lid and leave it to cook for about another minute. And now that our vegetable mixture is ready, start adding your noodles. You want to add it little at a time to make sure that the vegetables get mixed very well with all the noodles. And so start mixing little portion at a time. And again, this noodles is pretty sticky, so you want to mix it really well and make sure that all the vegetables get evenly mixed in this beautiful noodles. And again, I'm going to try and separate the noodles and mix the vegetables really good with the noodles. Keep mixing it. I can smell the aroma of the garlic and ginger. It smells delicious. And now I'm going to be adding the rest of the noodles to this mixture and mix it really well. You mix it until the whole entire noodles get mixed with this beautiful vegetables and the noodles looks colorful and delicious to eat. You can cook about 2 to 5 packs of noodles with the same portion of vegetables I used. There you go, that's one healthy organic vegetable noodles. I did not add any salt to it. Tofu has a lot of flavor and so it goes well with the tofu. But if you do think you need more salt to the noodles, you can add some soy sauce as you go.
Okay, so here goes our amazing meal of deliciousness. And guys, has over 30 grams of protein. Of course, we make sure the protein content is there at every meal. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share with your friends. Have a good one.